Hi, Bob Harvey here, the DIY guy, coming back at you with another video. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I told you there's going to be a whole lot of different stuff on my channel. So today is going to be, I'm going to be doing the laminate flooring in the game room slash spare bedroom. When somebody's here, they have to sleep in my game room. Anyways, I'm going to be doing the floor that is out here. In here. I'll be removing the old laminate. I've already taken off all the trim and pulled out all the nails. And I'll show you the process for these rounded corners that when you get ready to put the molding back on, they're kind of a pain in the butt. But anyway, I'm to the point where basically all I have to do is start pulling up the trim, or the flooring, excuse me. So I'm gonna get started and here we go. I put a transition piece right here so that we could still make it through here and it didn't look bad from outside, because there's a crossover that fits here that I will be putting in before I lay the floor. But I'm going to be doing something a little different this time. We went ahead, since our floor was a little creaky, we went ahead and put in 7/16 subfloor throughout the whole house. And I screwed it down, so after I pull this up, I want to put down the 7/16 subfloor to match the whole thing, and then I'll lay the new stuff over that. So here we go, let's get started. I just got to figure out the best way. And it might be from the middle here. Pull the vent out, move it over here, and just go right here. Yep, that's what it's gonna be. Ooh, this is the fun part. This is the fun part. Unfortunately, it doesn't last very long. All right, I'm just gonna get. This has got cork backing and it's Trex decking material stuff, so it's 100% waterproof. We dumped the glass on here to see how long it would take to soak in. It never did. So that's the only stuff I would recommend going with, because the other stuff, unless you want to do this every couple of years because somebody dumped a big glass of water, then yeah, not a good idea. So anyways, I'll get back to you when the room's empty. Okay, back again. It took me about 15 minutes to get the whole floor torn up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go get my vacuum. I'm gonna run over the whole thing, vacuum it all up, make sure there's no nails sticking up or any kind of hazards. So when I lay down the next subfloor, there's no bumps in it. And then that'll make it for a nice smooth lay down. Because when I screw it down, I use a bunch of screws so it doesn't budge at all or squeak. So anyway, okay. You gotta go vacuum in. to let you know, when you buy these budget GoPro mount kits on the internet for 50 pieces for 20 bucks, the tripods suck. Anyway, okay, I'm all done with filling in the flooring, or not the flooring, the trim, where when I pulled the trim off, it left a little divot from the silicone. So I went in and did a little bit of filler, and then went underneath, over that, excuse me, with the drywall that's back on the can wall texture. This stuff here works really well. You can do it fine or you can do it heavy, depending on what your wall is. But basically, now all I gotta do is go through and let this stuff dry. Do one more vacuum of the floor because there's a lot of little particles of the filler that I used. Then I'm ready to put down the subfloor. I just gotta go get it. Okay, I'm back. This time I'm laying down new subfloor. It should take about 4 sheets. The astronomical price of wood is ridiculous. Last year when I did this, each sheet was like $8. Now it's $37. Okay, here we go. We got all the subfloor put in. Took 2 full sheets, and then I just did some measuring and doing some cutting out. And I still have to put a small piece back in the corner there, but other than that, this turned out really good. Ready for new floor, but first I'm going to do the paint touch-up I need to do and fill some holes that I cut for corner shelves earlier. And then if you can see those, yeah. And that'll be it. Do some cleaning up and yep, we'll be good to go. That stupid cat. Pudding. Hey, pudding. Anyway, okay, update video again. Just got done doing the painting. Once it dries, it will look good. And then the first, I have 4.5 inch trim, so it's gonna cover all the rest of that white on the bottom. And it looks pretty good. Now all I gotta do is lay my flooring, which I'm gonna do that in the morning because it's about 8:30 at night. Good morning, it's now the next day. Thought I'd get with you about what I'm doing now. I'm starting to lay the laminate. I already cut out the vent hole and around the first piece of the door molding. Thought I'd show you what we're using and why we're using it. It's called Stainmaster Pet Protect. And with as many animals in our wild kingdom that we have here, thought it was a good idea to get something that was going to be strong to hold up to all the traps. We've got, this stuff seems to be really good. We've had the one portion in for about 1.5 years, and it's holding up great. Doesn't bow or flex or anything because it's all waterproof. And it's one of the thickest ones you can get on the market. And if, say, the dog decides he needs to pee on it, it does not soak in whatsoever. It's actually really good stuff. It's click together. The click together mechanism is a little bit fragile, but once you get it together, it stays nice and you don't have any trouble with it. That other laminate stuff, it's just terrible. You get a little bit of water on it and poof, it swells up, and you have to replace it within 2 years. And this stuff, it'll last as long as the house is, or until you want to change the color of it. So anyway, okay, thanks. Okay, here we are with the, oh, whoops, I was gonna say the final product, but looks like I may have missed one right there. Other than that, everything else looks good. These might look wide, but I had a piece of trim to measure and they fit underneath the trim. My trim fits over them, so everything looks good. It's all done. Everything clicks together as long as you, like the manufacturer's instructions say, take a brush or something like that and wipe off the little click tab on the one you're joining it into to make sure there's no dust or anything or chunks of the cork that's on the bottom of the pads. It's good then. You don't have to worry. Just wipe it all off and click it together and tap it with a hammer. And I used a tapping block like this, which is just a piece of the flooring, so you don't have to actually hit on the tab and break them off. You just click this in and then hit the back of it And that works way better than using this because you can break the tabs on the adjacent one, and that's not good. So anyway, I'll give you an update when I'm done with the trim. Okay, it's the final video. Here's the reveal. Turned out good. All the corners, everything looks good. The thing that was a pain in the ass is now they don't do a rounded bull nose anymore, so you have to do a 22 5s on the corners of these to make them match up, and they don't look as good, but it is what it is, I guess. There's the closet, and yep, that's that. Completed room. Just gotta put the TV mount on the wall right there, and then go from there. So, all right. Thanks for watching. Keep tuned in, and we'll come up with another one. See ya.